The timeshare problem. Typically, people purchase their first timeshare when they are young, possibly even on their honeymoon. They are invited to these presentations with an offer of a gift. In the early days, they offered things like toasters or blenders. Wow, these can turn into very expensive home appliances. Now they offer things like tickets to shows or activities. Most people start out with a small program like a biannual studio or a small points program with a small maintenance fee. Well, for the most part, they are happy. They take their vacations every other year in their studio. Then guess what? Magically, a baby is born. Maybe too many margaritas on the last vacation. Well, they go on vacation again with their baby, and yet another member update timeshare presentation. And they are convinced that studio or small points program is not enough anymore. Now, with the new baby, they need a bigger unit with a kitchen to heat baby bottles and more space to change diapers. So comes the first upgrade. Bigger investment, bigger maintenance fee. Statistically, timeshare owners will have 1.5 children. How that works? Who knows? Maybe only a half of a margarita on that last vacation. Well, unfortunately, there is no timeshare units with 1.5 bedrooms. They go to yet another member update presentation and yet another upgrade to a 2-bedroom. So again, higher investment, higher maintenance fee. And again, they are basically happy. As everyone knows, as the 1.5 children grow, more problems come. The problem now is the kids now want to use your weeks or points. Only they don't want to take their parents along anymore. They go with their friends, girlfriends, or boyfriends, and there is no more weeks or points left for the parents. But the parents still continue paying the ever-rising maintenance fees. Well, that's okay. They have been paying for everything else up to now, so that's okay. Well, now they need more weeks, points for themselves because the kids aren't leaving any for the parents. The parents are now working on their bucket list, so naturally, they attend yet another member update presentation and invest more, and along with the investments comes even more maintenance fees. Up to now, all seems great. Everyone is vacationing and the still rising maintenance fees keep getting paid. Now, what comes next? Well, even timeshare owners grow old. Maybe the guy who sold them the first timeshare told them that timeshares prevent old age? Not 100% true. Well, now it's getting harder to travel, and they are staying closer to home. Their 1.5 children now have their own 1.5 children, and they don't have time to travel much either. So what happens now? The maintenance fees have escalated to an unbearable level, and they try to sell them online, eBay, Craigslist, or on one of the thousands of websites claiming they can sell your timeshare. Unfortunately, not even for $1 there are no takers. We all know what follows old age. We end up in boxes like these timeshare salespeople like to draw so much. These boxes are known in the industry as happy boxes because there are no maintenance fees. In fact, the only maintenance that's needed is just a small patch of grass upstairs that needs to be cut every once in a while. But now what happens to that timeshare? That timeshare gets handed down to their 1.5 children, who in turn inherit a huge maintenance fee. The problem is they're just starting out in life. It's impossible for them to use all the weeks. So now they're stuck with an unwanted timeshare. Now they go online to try to sell it for $1 or fall into one of the many scams out there where people have you pay upfront fees to sell your timeshare and then never even sell it. So now you've heard the typical story of a timeshare.